Today, we're going to talk about a skill that's so deep inside of us, we all started learning it as kids, making sense of the world through data. And you're about to see how something as simple as counting can unlock some seriously powerful insights.
I mean, think about it. Every single day, we're just bombarded with information. Sights, sounds, choices. It can be a lot. So how do we cut through all that noise and figure out what actually matters?
Just look at this scene here. At first glance, it's just chaos, right? Kids are running around, buses are pulling up, bikes are everywhere. It feels totally random. But hidden inside all that beautiful mess, there's a story. We just need the right way to see it.
And that special way of seeing things is something we've all done before, even if we didn't call it this. It's called data handling. Now, I know it sounds a little technical, maybe a little boring, but it's really not. At its heart, it's a key that unlocks understanding, and we all started using it when we were little.
So let's jump right in and see how this one simple idea helps us find those clear, beautiful patterns in all the chaos.
Really, all data handling is being a good detective. Seriously, you start by gathering clues, just looking at the world around you. Then, you organize those clues so they start to make some sense. And finally, you present what you found in a way that tells a really clear and interesting story.
And you know where it all begins? It starts with the most basic, but maybe the most powerful tool we have. The simple art of counting. Okay, so check out this group of kids. We can see they're all wearing different colored clothes. That right there, that's our raw data. Just a simple observation.
Now, if you just glance at it, it's kind of tough to say for sure which color is winning, right? Our brains are pretty good at spotting patterns, but to get a real solid answer, we need to be a little more methodical. We've got to go from just glancing to actually counting. All right, let's actually do it. So we can see there's one child in red, okay, 2 in yellow, 3 in green, and yep, it looks like blue is the big winner with 4. And just like that, we've taken a colorful, messy scene and turned it into clear, organized data.
And there it is, with just a simple count, we have a definite answer. The chaos has turned into a conclusion. Blue is the most popular color in this group. Easy as that.
Okay, so we've got the whole color thing down. Let's try to use the exact same logic on a scene that's a little bit more complex, a picnic. Once again, we've got a lot of information to sort through. Different kids, a whole bunch of different fruits.
But by using that exact same skill, observing and counting, we can find the story pretty fast. We just count up each fruit and wow, 5 kids are going for the banana. That makes it the most liked. And what about the kiwi? Looks like only 1 kid chose that one, making it the least liked. See? We're already finding real insights. Okay, so counting is the first step. That gives us the numbers. But the next step, well, this is where the real magic happens. It's all about turning those numbers into something anyone can understand in an instant. Because, let's be honest, a list of numbers is useful for sure, but a picture, a chart, that can tell you the exact same story in like a fraction of a second. Hey, remember that super chaotic school scene from the beginning of all this? Well, once we use our data handling skills, we can see the story that was hiding in there all along. This simple bar chart just makes it pop. It's instantly clear that the bus is, by far, the most popular way to get to school. And that's not just a fun fact. That is crucial information if you're someone trying to make school transportation better.
So, we've seen how counting and visualizing things can show us hidden patterns. But data handling is actually way more than just numbers. It's a way of thinking logically, of piecing clues together to solve a puzzle.
For instance, check out this riddle. Every single clue is a piece of data. It's in a bike, a car, and a bus. It helps them move. They can't work if it's flat. To get the answer, you have to put all that data together, just like we did with the colors and the fruits. And the logical conclusion? It's a wheel.
This little math magic trick is a perfect example of a data-driven process. It's not really magic at all, is it? It's just a series of logical steps that, if you follow them correctly, will always give you the same result. That's the power of a solid process, and it's a huge part of data analysis.
So, we've been playing around with colors, fruits, even riddles, but how does any of this stuff apply to the real world? Let's connect the dots, because this is where it gets really interesting.
Because here's the big secret. The fundamental skills you use to figure out the most popular color are the exact same skills used to solve some of the world's biggest and most complicated challenges.
What you really need to take away is that this whole powerful process can be broken down into 4 simple steps. It all starts with being curious, just observing the world and asking questions. Then you organize everything. You bring order to the chaos.
After that, you create a visual story, a chart or a graph that shows the hidden patterns. And finally, you use that story to make smart decisions.
In this simple 4-step process, it is the engine that drives progress in, well, almost everything. Just like we figured out the most popular fruit, a business can use this same process to understand what its customers really want. Just like we analyzed how kids get to school, city planners can figure out how to make traffic flow better. And in the exact same way we tracked colors, scientists can track the spread of a dangerous virus.
And this brings us to one last thought. This incredible tool isn't just for scientists or giant companies. It's for you. The things you do every day, the choices you make, the little patterns in your life. That's all data. So the real question is, if you took a moment to collect it, organize it, and really look at it, what story is the data of your life telling?